McGraw-Hill, where Quick Draw McGraw and his pal Baba Louie were hanged.
The trouble with women is that one of them is Kathy Griffin.
Are you sure about the woman part?
Good point.
Apparently women are plaguing the aluminum industry, constantly clamoring for new products. Aluminum bras and panties, aluminum hats.
Titles could use a good moisturizer.
Aluminum hair, sleek, aerodynamic, and bulletproof.
No, Betty, that's wrong. Let me show you again.
No, wrong. Stupid woman, what is your trouble?
You see? All right, this one here in the right-hand corner. To lock the suite.
Of course, this machine doesn't do anything, per se.
There we are. Now let's try it again.
Oh, there's someone here to see you. You, Mr.
Dear
Grant?
God, a woman!
Yes.
Mr. Donnelly up in personnel said for me to give you this card.
Nibble on my salty
I'm
bits?
your
What?
new bearings inspector.
Oh?
You don't have cooties, do you?
I'll be with you in just a minute. No, one at a time.
Now, you see your breasts keep getting in the way.
You, Betty. Just in the meantime, do the best you can.
I suppose you'll be wanting a kiss
Would
now.
you follow me, please?
Sure.
And how long have you been a woman?
Just have a seat here. I'll be back shortly.
Now we'll get to the bottom of this whole woman conspiracy.
Ren and Stimpy music.
Well, Mr. Bradshaw, what's on your mind?
Bearings inspector.
Well,
She's a
bearings
good one,
inspector to you too,
Just
Bob.
look at that record.
Okay, now, Walt, you've had your little joke. Give her to somebody else. I ask for a man.
A big one, preferably Mediterranean.
We don't have a man with her qualifications. Seriously, Brad, if you treat her right, she might make you a darn good employee.
What do you mean, treat her right?
I mean, like even
Get
more
that chip off
resentment?
your shoulder. What's wrong with her?
She's a woman, isn't she?
Now, wait a minute.
Let's
You've
not
got a
jump
lot
to
of women in
conclusions.
your department. What's wrong with one more?
Did you ever hear of the straw that broke the camel's back?
Why is he getting all
They're
flirty?
good workers.
Ew.
Accurate, quick to catch mistakes, a lot of patience.
Yeah, but that comes out of books. I work with them, mister. I know what happens.
What does happen?
Well, they menstruate for one.
Story.
Come on now, tell me. What does happen? Maybe I've been misinformed.
Not so long ago, you sent me a girl by the name of Myrtle Malloy.
He was
Remember?
voted most likely to impersonate
remember.
Henry
As per her
Fonda.
qualifications, I assigned her to an inspection bench.
She got bra marks all over it.
Well, in a matter of days, that bench looked more like her dressing table.
My God, how I loathed her.
Then came the day when... Joe, will you take your stuff back to table 9? That'll be your bench for the time being.
Okay, Chief.
By the way, I'm having a sex change operation.
Myrtle, we're moving you to table number 10.
Is something wrong, Mr. Bradshaw?
No, nothing's wrong. We just need this space for something else.
Ah,
I hate to
Mr.
give it up.
Bradshaw.
It's been a nice place to work. The light's good here, and it's nicely situated right in the middle of things. I just begun to feel at home.
Well,
Look,
I'm
quit shrieking
sorry,
at me, you
Myrtle, but
shrill harpy.
Table 10 will have to be your work area for the time being.
You mean there's liable to be another change?
There's always that possibility.
Now go give birth to Mike
I
TV.
certainly hope I'm not moved every other day.
With man, no trouble at all. Tell him what you want and he does it. But with Myrtle,
That cow wanted a
little move
reason.
is a big production.
Okay.
Now, wait a minute. You asked me, now let me tell you. Now, here's another problem.
Now there are tampons in the cigarette machine.
Oh, Mr. Bradshaw.
Don't touch me!
I wanted to tell you that the date is set for my marriage. I'll be leaving soon.
Marriage? I thought you just got engaged.
Now you want to get
Oh, I
married
told you
too?
about it 6 months ago. We were only waiting till we could find a place to live.
6 months ago. Oh, brother.
Why are you racing
Well, how
into
soon are you
this?
leaving?
Well, the end of next week.
Well, that'll really put us in a bind around here. It takes time to break in a relief girl.
Branding,
Yes, I know
chewing.
it does. I wondered.
Why didn't you say something?
You
I
vacuous
didn't realize you were
Holstein.
getting married right away.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Bradshaw, but I really thought you knew. We've all been talking about it.
You answered your invitation.
Okay, Brad. But how many blushing brides do you have? Besides, what's all this got to do with Dolly, the new girl? She's already
Man,
married.
you could rent out that
And
nose as a
She's a
backhoe.
qualified bearings inspector.
You know what I was doing when this new girl came in a few minutes ago?
Playing the ocarina?
I was trying to cope with one of the biggest problems of all, Walt. Now,
Syphilis.
in your books, it comes under the general heading of absenteeism among women employees.
Well, men call it golfing.
Yesterday, I spent an hour and a half teaching one of our girls what she needed to know in order to start on the oscilloscope today.
Then I let her get dressed.
Morning, she isn't here. So I had to use somebody else. I don't think the girl we got on it now ever pick it up.
It's
So
those
I'll
damn
probably have to find
fallopian
somebody
tubes,
else.
Walt.
Question. All these things you've been talking about, marriage, absenteeism,
Breasts,
personality
buttocks.
problems,
You did mention those, right?
aren't they really just a part of life?
Part of a woman's life, maybe.
We men don't have
I
lives.
remember the
We like
good
it that
old
way.
days when there were all men in my department, and we didn't have these problems.
You didn't have the production output you've got now either.
See, we can work these
Brad.
women like mules,
You've got a new
Brad.
bearings inspector who happens to be a woman. You need someone, and there isn't a man available.
Not a real
It
man,
seems
anyway.
to me that whether the gal adds up to trouble or not is pretty much up to you.
Fascinating, Captain.
Well, turns out you were right. I can't chain you to your desk.
Nice Mrs. Lady Person type lady.
Well, he started life as Ellen Bradley. His hormone replacement ain't working, and he's getting bitter. Good night.
Riff Tracks. Some movies have it coming. This has been a Riff Tracks presentation. Riff Tracks, copyright 2008. By Riff Tracks and Legend Films. All rights reserved. Unauthorized use or duplication is prohibited.